I was giving the example of common interest that right now we have the tension with the China. The government at the Delhi is looking the protection of the whole country, not only the states are joining borders with the China. Okay, so by this we can see that the government is looking for the one national state, whereas state government works at the state level. The India is a large country with so many problems, and India is being divided on the basis of language, culture, traditions, and etc. So we have different types of problem prevailing in a different state, which when we divide the state government, they can better see sitting at the state heads can better administrate their own state. That is why it is divided into two, and looks into the administration of the local. It has the powers of its own. Each state has the powers of collecting their own revenue, and they have a financial autonomy, means you can say they have the sources of income has been specified, and they can use their own funds to look after the welfare, to complete any project or any welfare of the people. Okay. For its and it is not answerable to the center. It means to say that whatever the funds they are collecting, they will use on their own. They don't have to give the explanation of their revenue to the central government. Okay, we can see here that now federal type of government, we have two or more than two level. It can be state government. We are seeing that we have a government at the state, that is chief minister in Chhattisgarh. We have a state government where Vidhan Sabha is there in the Raipur. Then we have third type of government also that we will study later, that is local self-government. Okay, students, now we come to the features of federalism.
Ready.
So students, now you will come to know what are the features, what are the qualities where federalism government is prevailing. Okay, we can say in any country where federalism is practiced, these types of features are there. If it is there prevailing, then we come to know that yes, federalism government is there, otherwise it is not there. The first point is two or more levels of government, like I have told you before, the central commanding at whole nation, and then we have divided the state level government. Then each level has its own jurisdiction. The word jurisdiction means power. Each level means central level has powers with themselves, and state level has power with themselves. Okay, nobody is going to hamper these power or snatch these power from where central cannot snatch the powers from the state, or state cannot snatch the powers or from the center. Okay, jurisdiction is specified in the constitution. These powers are not self-made. They are guaranteed they are written in the constitution. This power has been specified in the constitution. They are not written the powers by themselves, but they are given by the constitution of India. Then changes in the provision of the constitution required consent of both the government. Changes in the provision means any rules or any amendment in any type of law of constitution requires, means both the houses, that is Lok Sabha, and consent of Rajya Sabha. Both the members, if they agree, then only law can be passed in the country. Okay, without one majority, if majority is not there, the laws cannot be passed. Okay. Next, court act as an umpire if any dispute between the government. It means to say that when there is, suppose sometimes there is a dispute between the central, between the state, between the two states. I can tell you about the example of Kaveri water. Okay, Kaveri water, or you can take the example of Narmada water. There was a dispute between the two states of Madhya Pradesh as well as Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh do not want to go give their waters to the Gujarat, but it is irrigation is very much necessary in Gujarat. So if any type of dispute is there, then court, our Supreme Court act as an umpire, means they mediate between and solve the problem. Okay. Sources of revenue specified, means financial autonomy. To say revenue means sources of income. We have studied, you have studied about the three lists, that is union, state and concurrent, as well as residuary state. These lists, and in this list power has been defined, and it is given that who will control the which department and who will take the revenue from which department. All these are specified in the constitution. They have the financial autonomy, means they can use the funds and they can take the funds by themselves and they can use in the welfare of the public. Okay. Then last feature is that dual objective. Dual objective means to promote unity of the country by accommodating regional diversity. Means firstly to promote, India is a land of such a diversity, we have to promote the unity inside the country by accommodating. That means by accommodating means by making each people adopting, accommodating the regional diversities, which regional diversity means we have diversity of language, culture, etc. We have to accommodate each and every person inside our country and should live peacefully. We should not feel like that we people are Hinduism or we are Sikh, we are Christians, that they should not live in the country. Our policy is to accommodate each regional diversity inside our country in a peaceful manner. So this is all for the features of federalism. In the next topic we are going to talk about the next topic will be the which type of government will be there. We'll talk about the holding together and coming together federalism. Thank you class.